Okay, let me see what I can do here. Alright, well, Linux users are not going to like this. They ain't gonna like this. So let me get this straight. You can do sudo. You can do sudo in Windows 11. Sudo commands. You're like, huh? Okay. What's up, people? Another beautiful day. Yeah, or night. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. Hey, listen to this. It says here you can use sudo in Windows 11 too. Here's how. you know it's in the terminal. Anyway, it says here sudo is a common command in Linux-based operating system. When using the terminal, enter sudo before a command allows you to run it with the administration permission, meaning it allows you to perform certain system tasks that are blocked off from regular users. In the past, Windows has lacked something like this. So if you ever want to execute commands with administrator permission, you specifically have to open the Windows terminal window or command prompt that elevates from the start, from the entire session. You can use a run as command, but you then have to specify the user to run the command as, which was a bit more cumbersome. Then it says, but Windows 11, but with Windows 11 version 24H2, Microsoft has implemented its own version of sudo in Windows. So if you want to get started, here's how to use it. It says here how to set up sudo. It says using the setting app. While sudo is available in Windows 11 version 24H2, it's not enabled by default, so you'll first need to set it up. It says open the settings app, go to system section and scroll down to find for the developer option, and then it says 3 towards the end of the page, switch the enable sudo toggle to on, and then it says you can also configure how you want sudo to behave. Click the arrow next to the toggle and you'll see an option to choose how sudo runs application. You have 3 choices. Then it says 1 in a new window. This will run the command in a new elevated window, allowing you to enter the follow-up command if necessary. 2 with input disabled. This will run the command in a new window, but the window won't accept further input from the user. 3 inline, it says inline recommended. This will run the command in the same window you're currently using and output any result in the same window. And it says here using the command line. If you rather set up sudo using the command line, you can do that too while running Windows terminal. Then it says in parentheses, or the command prompt in an elevated session, enter this command: sudo config -- enable, and then the greater than sign, both signs. You know, the it says configuration _ operation. Option. Then it says you will need to replace the bolded text, the argument equivalent to one of the 3 options. Force new window, and then it says in parentheses to run command in a new window. 2 disable input, to run commands with input disabled. Then 3 normal, to run command lines. And then it says using sudo in the command line. Once you've enabled sudo, you can simply open a regular terminal window and enter sudo before the command you want to use, specifically if it requires elevation. For example, you can try sudo netstat and then -ab app. It says this will show information about connection between established over the internet. And then it says here most commands should work with sudo, though we've notice some that don't work perfectly. For example, PowerShell commands such as get, dash, then app, x package don't seem to work with sudo. Simply saying two quotes, command not found, so operation for installing or removing app x package such as the game bar won't work. Also, some commands may not behave as intended when set to open in a new window, meaning you can't see the output of the commands. Inline is probably the best, easiest way to set it up. And then it says sudo is a fantastic addition. Says here, I am not much of a Linux user, but you can't deny that sudo makes it a lot easier to run commands that require elevated permission without having to mess around, having to make sure you open an elevated window beforehand. There's also a risk with that kind of approach, since every command run in an elevated window will have administrator privilege without further user verification. Sudo helps enhance security in a way too. And then says here, it's evident from a quick peek online that people have wanted sudo in Windows for a long time. So it's great that it's finally available. Hopefully it will keep getting improvements in the future for an even better experience. Right, sudo is for the better experience. With sudo you need to have Linux, I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah, so if just like how you would use the Windows terminal to enter commands, the sudo command terminal is for Linux. So if you want to give it a try in Windows 11 24H2, then go ahead, do what you do. Anyway, now some Windows users might start bragging like, yeah, we got both Windows terminal and sudo terminal in Windows 11. So yeah. But it's for people who are very good at coding, programming, troubleshooting stuff, network administrators. Yeah, that's what it's for. But to get the article talks about like administrator privilege. That's why when you buy the if you want to there's two versions of actually there's three versions of an operating system. You have the professional, then you got the home version. The home version, you're limited in what you can really do, but since you're talking about administrators now, you would need the professional edition. And then there's the enterprise edition for like corporate businesses. So if you want to give this sudo a try, I mean, you could do it in the home version, but it's recommended that you get the professional edition of Windows and then give it a go if you're into that networking type of stuff. But other than that, yeah, you Windows users, you're good. So Linux users might be kind of angry, like, wait a minute, you can't who gave you that right? So yeah, you can they might not like the fact that you can run sudo commands now in Windows. Some of them might not like it, but others will. But yeah, run your sudo command in Windows 11. So let the debate begin, you know. Yeah, I'm looking at these pictures here, and no wonder why Microsoft went to that little seminar last year when they that little developers conference last November. I think it was in 2022, 2023, when they went to that little seminar, that little Linux seminar. So now they're trying to emulate Linux now by having the sudo terminal in Windows. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy it. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars and Star Trek Flag, or Dark Side. Go. Peace.